Well, for more, let's now bring in our correspondent, Sasha Vakalina, who joins me in the studio. Sasha, always good to see you. So President Putin is saying that Russia's not going to stop until it achieves its goals. We know they're concentrating their offensive in the east, in particular the port city of Mariupol. So how long can Mariupol hold out?
Well, we have seen over the past couple of days, specifically yesterday and today, there have been reports that the battle for Mariupol is nearing its end. These reports were called fake by Ukrainian officials. They say that the Ukrainian forces that are still in the city, in central part and in the port, the part of the port of Mariupol, they're still holding out against Russia. So this is the official information by Ukrainian officials. We've also heard earlier from Ukraine's forces commander-in-chief. He said that military still had stable, open lines of communication with the soldiers inside Mariupol. As well, Zelensky, president of Ukraine, said that Ukraine and Ukrainian forces could deblock Mariupol. They could go there, but they do need for that to have more weapons and more planes and more help from Western allies.
And Sasha, last night we began seeing reports of a possible chemical attack in Mariupol. Now, the US says that it cannot confirm the reports, but Russia has used chemicals in previous battles, hasn't it?
Yes, that's it. So it cannot be investigated, and all the sides are saying the same, because for that, the investigation into the use of chemical weapons is really complicated. There should be a special commission by the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. They have to be on site. This is not possible, of course, in Mariupol. Now, Ukrainian officials, that was the Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Defense, said based on preliminary data, there's an assumption this could have been phosphorus munition. Now, this is tricky. Phosphorus is not classed as chemical weapons unless it is used close to civilians. Then it is illegal. Russia denies all the accusations. The country also says that it destroyed the last chemical weapons stocks back in 2017, but even since then there were 2 cases of Russia using chemical weapons. And then, of course, there is Syria, where Russia got involved, and also with the usage of chemical weapons. And Western analysts are saying here that this is called sort of Syrian playbook. Well, Russia could try now, when it comes to chemical weapons, to go first little, like small deniable operations, which West might not necessarily react to straight away, and then they increase the scale of it. The question here is, where are those red lines that NATO and Western partners of Ukraine said would be crossed if Russia uses the chemical weapons? And also, what will they do then if those are crossed?